My name is Beverly Burris, and I am an artist near Houston, Texas. Right now I'm in Bridgeland in Cypress, Texas, in my art studio. Right now I am finishing a series of paintings, but before I go into that, I wanted to let you know how well Retropalooza 2026 Houston went. We had the best time. We sold a whole series of spiritually inspired paintings. We sold all of those, which made me really happy right before Easter, which is really cool. We had the best time catching up with our friends. We saw so many people that we knew from previous years. It was our 5th year, and we're already really looking forward to 2027. So it was a really good time all weekend, and the cosplayers were great. And yeah, the sales were good. Mostly the thing that I enjoy the most is just talking to people, especially about art. So it was nice to have so many people really interested to talk, and yeah, looking forward to next year for sure. So now I will go into what I'm doing next. So I sold art at Retropalooza. Now we're getting ready for the Arkansas Retro Expo. And if you don't know Brandon, he's the Arkansas picker, and I will have his link below, and he does an amazing job hosting in Arkansas. So I'm always just so happy to go back, go see the Ozarks, go catch up with family members, go really soak up the area that Brandon chooses to put the Arkansas Retro Expo at. Usually it's got a lot of foot traffic. The Arkansas Retro Expo is awesome for people looking for really unique things and vintage stuff. So if you are into, the 80s, 90s, 70s, anything retro, anything old, that's where you need to go. But I will also be there with my art because somehow it sells well there. I'm not sure how, but I really enjoy it. So I'm really excited about that. For Houston, in June, I am creating a series of portraits. This was the first one I did. This is the first out of 4. This is the second out of 4, so I'm working on the second one for right now. But as he's growing up, I have like portraits of him in the different stages, and it's called Mother Artist. It's my Mother Artist series. It's me coming out of the trenches of motherhood, because I don't know if a lot of you with kids have had to raise very limited family support. I mean, we were really in the trenches, and so we're kind of out of that. And so I would like to express myself by creating a series that I can really dig deep into about how I really appreciate that time. And so I've created, of course, portraits of my son because I appreciate him. He's adorable, so of course people are gonna love these. And I'm really looking forward to just showing them and explaining the series. So I'll be working on this, but today for this video, I'm gonna be just doing a really tiny, small painting. I wanted to do kind of a time lapse of it, just because I haven't really been on here for a while. We've been busy, the Retropalooza 2026, but also with just daily life. It's really hard to prioritize myself sometimes as a mother because there's so much going on. We have sports, we have mother's outings, I have my mom's groups. It's just so much. So prioritizing myself is like the end of my day. So I'm trying now that Hank is growing older to really get back into prioritizing myself, my art, and those sort of things. So hopefully this YouTube channel will get a little bit better as I have more time to actually sit and paint. And we hired cleaners for this house. I used to clean this whole house, and so hopefully I'll have some more time to hop on here and to just share my art and my process and the love that I have for it. So I will start this, and I just really appreciate y'all tuning in, and if you could like and subscribe, I just really appreciate it. Thank you. So let's begin. I'm starting out with a really light blue for the sky. Of course, this is going to be a landscape. I have really gotten into my older stuff, the older work that I used to do. I completely stopped doing it about 2 or 3 years ago, and now I've picked it up again because you know what? I love it, other people love it, and the person that told me not to paint like this is not really in my life anymore, and so I'm just gonna paint whatever I want. So here I am putting on the green for the, ground, and of course I'm gonna have some beautiful clouds. I love clouds. If I could paint clouds all day, I would probably be the happiest person in the whole entire world. Seriously, like give me the giantest, blankest canvas ever and give me some blue and white and watch me. I love it. I love clouds. They're all different. None of them are ever going to be the same. It's kind of like snowflakes. And I am adding some foliage on the ground. I don't want it to be like the plains or anything. I want it to be a little hilly and a little bit more like spring. So I'm going to add lots of foliage. And I'm just taking a really, really slim, thin brush, and I'm just going over the back layer that I put with paint. So right now I'm just using paint, but then I'll get into pens. These are acrylic pens. It's just like the paint, it's just in a pen. So it's more like accurate and fun. I don't know. I don't think this is lazy. I think this is fine if you want to use pens on your work. I've heard some people say some awful things about acrylic pens, and I don't know. I really don't judge or care if you use them. I love them. So I usually go over my backgrounds with some pins in the foreground, just because it creates a lot of depth and niceness, and it just reminds me of like doodling in a coloring book when I was little. So I just like it. I'm adding a little bit of highlights around the trees just to give it a little bit of dimension, of course. And I'm adding some texture in the middle to make it look just a little bit more dreamy. I'm adding my flowers now so that it looks a lot more like spring. And of course yellow, that's my favorite color. I'm adding some surreal lines in the clouds and a droopy heart. I used to paint these a lot back in the day too. So here it is, my finished work.